What's going on, my crew? This is Jay, and welcome to another episode of the Dark Trilogy. And in today's episode, we are playing around on this world. I've been doing a lot of beekeeping stuff, and I wanted to kind of check up on you guys. Yep, checking up on you guys. How you doing? Check with you guys on what's going on in here. So we've got chocolate frames, as you guys can see, almost full of chocolate frames, because last episode we found out how to make chocolate frames easier and better with well, not easier and better, easier, because we converted wheat to seeds. Now, I've been obsessed with bees on here for a while. I've been continuously doing episode after episode after episode on bees, and if you're wondering why, that's because honestly I'm very unsure of what to do with anything else. There's a lot of other mods, I understand that, a lot of other fun parts to other mods, but unfortunately for me, I've not really been able to... Do I have any queens in here? No. I've not really been able to focus on what I want to do with those other mods, what I want to get done, why I want to do them, and all that stuff. I've wanted to do the, what do you call it? Mine Factory Reloaded stuff. I've wanted to do many different things, but I've never been able to get that done. So, yeah, kind of reflecting on that. I've wanted to organize this area. I've wanted to make things a lot more, does this? Nope. Pick it up. Does that do anything? No, it doesn't. I've wanted to be able to work with things, do things that I haven't been able to do, and finish the foundation, for instance. But I've not really... Not that I haven't had the drive, it's more that I haven't really known how I should go about it, I guess. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of here. Certainly, with how busy I've been lately, I haven't obviously had time to do this sort of thing, but I've still wanted to do it, still wanted to do YouTube, still wanted to go through all this and play around in FTB. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I love the laboratory situation. I love what we're doing here. But every time I get on, it's always the same thing. It's like, now what? What do I do? Where do I go? It's not because there's not enough to do, it's that because there's so much to do, it can be a little bit overwhelming. So I'm just sort of trying to take everything step by step and learning as I go along the process, trying to get as much as I can get done, and continuing on after that. But it's difficult. It's definitely a difficult thing going on here. Part of me has wanted to start over in FTB, start a new pack, but I think the reality of the situation is I would feel much better staying in here than I would if I tried to start a new world, just simply based on the fact that I feel like oftentimes starting over ends up creating a worse situation, because you need to do all the in-game new game stuff and all of that, and I don't want to have to go through all that again, even if I am more organized than I am right now, which really in the reality is the situation that's going on right now, is that I am not organized. I need to get more organized in this game. I need to get myself to the place where I know where everything is, which I do know where everything is, but it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. Do I have a torch? I really don't have a torch. This is going to be a breeding ground for many things. We gotta go inside anyways. Might as well get a torch. What's up with this? I'll take that out. Let's go back inside. Take a sleep. Get a torch. Go from there. So yeah, I had a plan, and I've never furnished it. I've got many different things that I wanted to do. Never completed them. I've got liquid tanks sitting down here. And the most organized I've gotten is upstairs with the different rooms. But they're getting cluttered and messy. We've got these tanks of the DNA and all that stuff. And I'd like those, I've said, to be down in a basement somewhere. So what my focus has been on and why I've been so obsessed with the bees is because I want... Let me get over here. I want down here, these areas, to be the place where I can really, truly be organized, hopefully. We're going to have the genetics things, the honey, all that stuff kind of sitting out here. And I want that to be the place where I am the most organized that I possibly can be. Things automated and everything looking and working very nicely. Let's get some torches. It's hard. It's definitely a hard thing to do, and probably unintentionally the most hard part about this whole situation. I think as time goes on, though, everything will all be good. Nice and... Uh-oh. I hate yawning on camera. Everything will be all nice and neatened up and things. I need to cancel my streaming account thing that I had bought a while back. Kind of one of these things where when I thought I was ready to kind of expand on my YouTube stuff and go for it, all of a sudden that's when I lost a lot of my ambition and things. And I've always wondered why it is that way. At least for me, it feels that way. You get this like plan in your head, I'm going to do this. Everything's going to be really great, organized and all that. And then all of a sudden you're just falling behind constantly. It's like I say that I haven't had time to do this or that, but when I think about it, I'm not really doing anything different than when I first started back up on YouTube a while back. And it's like, what was I doing differently then? I feel like I was more busy then than I am now. But why is it that I can't ever seem to get things done that I want to get done? And so it's one of those weird feelings that I can't explain. I think it's just tiredness. I think it's a case of not feeling like I'm able to get what I want done because I'm always tired feeling, always going to bed earlier than I want to, but there's no real way to fix that necessarily. It's not like you can just say, hey, I'm not going to go to bed, I'm just going to stay up and play video games. Though I could do that, it's probably not a good idea. So I think with that in mind, I think that kind of helps clear my mind of, it's not that I don't have time, I don't think. I think it's that I'm very tired and I need some time to rest and recuperate. So what I did last week is I made a request for leave, which means I'm going to be taking a vacation in July. That's pretty far away, but not very. It'll come up pretty soon. And one of the things amongst sleeping that I'm going to do during that time is focus a little bit more on YouTube stuff and my Beast stuff, and trying to get things back in order if they aren't already in order, which I hope they are. But, you know, spend some time working on the YouTube things and trying to figure out what I can do differently and what I can do to kind of increase productivity. And try and get a lot of big projects done. That's why the next few episodes of different things are going to be a lot of what are we going to be doing differently? What projects do we need to complete? I'm trying to figure out what I need to do off camera to get them complete. That's the other thing that I think sometimes... Oh, by the way, if you right-click on this, you get the seeds and the wheat. So I learned that. Very helpful. We should probably empty our inventory a little bit. Do I have one for cotton? Yeah, I do. Let's do one for flaxseed. There we go. What was I going to say? Oh, right. So the vacation is going to be used mostly for sleep, but also for getting a lot of the projects done that I wanted to get done for a while, but haven't been able to. And we'll see how things go, how all that plans out, but I'm hoping it plans out well. Just because I want to be able to get back to the way things were, but more importantly, I want to move forward and get this channel the way I wanted it to be originally, which was a big channel, decent sized, and I want to see comments again. I want to see viewers watching videos and all that comes with that, and I just don't see it anymore. Not because you guys have done anything. Those of you that are watching it, I really thank you, even if you don't comment. But rather, I think when I did the Long Dark and I got all those views, I mean, not the Long Dark, the Dark Trilogy, the first episode, and I got all those views, I started to think, this is it. I'm going to be boosted way ahead, and I'm going to start seeing a lot of views and all that, and that didn't happen, so it kind of bummed me out a little bit and made me start to back off once I saw views dropping again, which is not a good place to be. So that's kind of where things are at. I'm going to take the vacation to kind of rest and recuperate, but don't think that I'm going to like wait for the vacation to make changes and things like that. I'm going to try and get some projects done and do some things off camera so that I can get you guys the content that you need and deserve. Throw that in there. Get the seeds that are already in there out, and then let's process those guys in our lovely squeezer. Seeds, barley seeds. Okay. We got 4 more impregnated sticks, and I've got total of 6. Yeah. Alright, so that's going to do it for today's episode, you guys. I've got one other episode to record after this, so it's going to kind of be back-to-back. I just need to think about what I want to do. But until next time, happy mining and crafting.